It's Cockrum-Murphy. I wanted to take a few minutes today to talk to you about validating ourselves. It's nice to get validation from others, but it's really meaningful when we validate ourselves and don't wait for others to do it for us. But thinking about making conscious choices. We make decisions, thousands every day, like when to brush your teeth, when to get out of bed, what to wear, who you're going to connect with, if you're going to go to work, on and on and on. What's for dinner? If you're going to call a friend and go out, if you're going to call a friend and talk, thousands of decisions every day. I think it's so valuable to be conscious of what we're deciding. Because when we're unconscious and we're making decisions, when we're not thinking about it, then we can easily self-sabotage and not even realize that we're headed there, right? Until after the fact. And that's when we're like, well, wait a second, what did I just do? Like, I'll try to think of some examples to give you examples. Conscious choice is when I look at, I need to go to the market. Is it, is it a need? Yeah, my husband wants some milk, and I wanted, oh, I'm teaching a class tomorrow and I wanted snacks and drinks for the people in the 3-day class. Okay. So it isn't that I just want to get out of the house. It isn't that I just want to go shopping. It's that I want to be prepared and provide for my home. Okay. And my business. That's conscious. That unconscious shopping is when I'm like, go shopping. Ah, let's go over to Nordstrom's, like one of the pricier stores in town. That kind of shopping is really unconscious, and it's about wanting to alter my state of mind. Other people do it with drugs and alcohol and um, other behaviors. And shopping is one of my old habits. It's not so much anymore, but I remember when I would be very unconscious and totally into it, and even be in the store after like an hour, like, God, get me out of here. Help me move on. So our choices means being aware. And I think everything kind of comes back to living in awareness. And even our motivations, being so aware of our motivations. So when I call someone to chat, is it because I'm lonely or do I want something from them? When I invite somebody to do something, is it because I want to do it and I want to do it with them? Or is it because I want to do it and I want someone to share the costs? Being aware of motivation is really a big deal. Is so one other thing about conscious choice is choosing who you want to be around. Because we've all known people who are unkind, and that after you're with them, even those people that are real subtle about their unkindness, that after we're with them, where you're like, oh, I don't feel good about that. How come she said this? Or why did that happen? I know one person in particular who'll say, well, you always want the truth, right? You want a friend to tell you the truth. And and my husband and I would say to her, well, yeah, the truth is good, but how you say it really matters. You know? Speaking the truth with kindness versus just blasting a person makes a huge difference. So the people that are unkind, I make a conscious choice that if they're in my life at all, that I limit how much I hang with them. And I think that that's important to say out loud because often we think we're supposed to be nice or be a good friend and put up with their stuff. And I say, be good to you. Validate what you're experiencing and then make a decision that's kindness for you. You can trust your gut after you've been with someone, talked to someone about whether or not they're good for you. When I taught middle school and I'd walk up to the office to talk to the principal about something that was going on or something on my mind, or to inform the principal of something, I could tell as I was walking to the principal's office from my stomach how if I was ready to talk to her about it or not. And um, if I got that clinchy kind of feeling, then I turn around and go back to my classroom and do something else and consider it later because it just didn't feel right. And I believe in trusting that. I've heard a lot of people talk about trusting their gut. I'm sure for other people it registers in other ways, but that's one of the most common. So if you're thinking about doing something and your stomach is clenching or starting to hurt, then you know that it's not okay for you. If there's a part of you that's saying, give me something different. So I propose that you discover what you know, that you hear it in yourself. For some people, it's hearing. Other people, it's like insight and recognition, and then trust it because you are aware, unless you're choosing to be unconscious. And there are times that we all choose that. That's why people watch TV at night. It's like, okay, you just take care of stuff, and I'll just sit here and listen instead of reading a book or having a conversation or just getting input. There's nothing wrong with watching TV. I love something that's entertaining, something that makes me laugh. I mentioned earlier when we're unconscious and how we can self-sabotage during that. And I wrote a whole blog on self-sabotage, and it's on my webpage at lynncockrum.com. And sorry, lynncockrum-murphy.com. And there's a hyphen between Cockrum and Murphy. Self-sabotage is when we say, yes, I want that, and then we don't show up. Yes, I want that, and we show up too late. It's flubbing during a job interview. It's spending the money that's for the babysitter and spending it on baby clothes, which are nice to have, but maybe not as important as having a babysitter so you can go to work. Self-sabotage shows up and it feels really crappy and it confuses us. But if we stay in awareness, check your gut, you'll know, oh, I'm headed in the wrong direction. I wonder why I'm up to this. What's my motive? Another way that you can hear self-sabotage is in your self-talk. It takes a while to get good at hearing your self-talk. But noticing, what am I saying to myself in my head? Am I saying I can do this or I can't do this? Or I've done this before, I can do it again? Or what was I thinking? Who do I think I am? Critical self-thought, talk, or loving kindness in our self-talk? I made a point of adding to my self-talk. I can do this. I've done so many things just like it, or I've done all the steps leading up to this. I can do this. I use that particularly when the end of my doctoral program, and we had to take days of tests, hours and hours each day on different classes that we'd taken. And I don't like tests. They make me really uncomfortable and make me feel uncertain. And I'm not sure I can spit it out and tell them, show all that I know about this subject. And so I really focused for days on I can do this. I've done everything they've asked of me up to this point. I can pass these tests. I can do this, including during the test. I said it a lot too in my head. I'm not supposed to talk during the test. So when you have negative self-talk, investigate where it came from, whose voice is it. Work with a coach or therapist to undo that. Take it into your prayer, take it into your surrender. For those of us who chant, take it there and release it. Because it's not ours. But when that kind of critical messaging is given to us when we're really young, what are you going to do but believe it or accept it? Unless you have a strong um, internal locus of control where you're like, I know I'm okay. I always have been, always will be. I am so good. I'm just a being of light. I'm blessed. If that's always been your locus of control, then people can say stuff and you're like, what? What's wrong with you? Why are you talking like that? But most people have a little more flex in their locus of control, and it can be less internal and more external. What you say to me matters, and I take it in. I love it when I realize that, oh, people can say things and I that are unkind, and I can go, that's about them. It's not about me. It's a great transition to make. I've noticed lately with all that's going on with COVID and protesting, part of protest, there was rioting. With all of that, I've sensed in the world fear and then guilt and then uncertainty. And then there was chaos. And I'm talking about over the months since COVID, we became aware of it. And it's interesting that what I sense now in the world is more determination. Determination to get through this, to stay safe, to take care of other people besides yourself, and to protest effectively without anyone getting hurt. It's a beautiful thing. Racism has to be confronted face on. It has to be identified and called out. And we haven't done it enough in the past. So it's great that it's getting done now. When you're aware of what the world is feeling and it's affecting you, notice it. Ask yourself, is this mine? Am I in fear? Am I in chaos? Or is it someone else's or something else? Stay aware and check in with yourself as often as it takes, but then process it. Because if it's yours, if you are feeling uncertainty, then process it. Work with someone who can help you. No reason to be stuck or uncomfortable. If it's not yours, if it's energy from the world, the way that others are feeling, you detach from it, push it away, and recognize that isn't mine. I'm actually feeling really calm and peaceful. Actually, I'm feeling pretty happy inside. Whatever it is that's yours. And that, oh, I was sensing that a lot of people don't have food on the table. And that's really a sad thing and it's scary. but it's not my condition. And then you can choose. Oh, want to help, or I'm just going to stay in my own little box and be okay. And I'm not putting that down because sometimes it's appropriate to help and sometimes it's not. Kind of depends on your state, your safety, how much you have, etc., how many resources you have. So make a decision and act what's best for you. I read a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson the other day, and it says, once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. Once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. I love that because I think it's a truth. It's part of manifesting, it's part of the law of attraction. So if you decide you can, then it's going to happen. If you're unsure that you can, it's much less likely to happen. It could, but it's less likely. So be really clear. You're going to make decisions and take action. Know that the universe, I mean, that's some people's word for God or the totality of all that is, however you want to call it. But that energy is on our side. It's on your side. Well, in case you can't see all the possibilities for you, no matter what your goal, I do see easily the possibilities and options, the changes that people want in relationships, the changes people want in work or in their health. That's part of my intuition, is to tune into that and then help you see the different possibilities there and choose. And then with theta healing and other tools to create change for you. If you would like to schedule with me, there's contact information through my website, Cockrum-Murphy.com. And Lynn is spelled Lynne. Cockrum is Cockrum hyphen Murphy, Murphy.com. If you'd like to work with me, I'd love to work with you and help you feel, see, and know even more that the universe has your back. Much love to you. I will not be here tomorrow at 1 because I'm teaching a class and I don't want to interrupt the middle of their day. But I'll be back on Monday, 1 o'clock, to share with you. So again, much love, be well, see you then.